I got into Google Ads for one reason, and that was to grow my own business. And that is why I spend so much of my time, energy, and focus in learning everything about how to best optimize Google Ads campaigns, is because my number one priority, which always has and always will be, is to use Google Ads to generate more bottom line profit. And this is where my strategies differ from other Google Ads specialists, gurus, or experts, or whatever they want to call themselves. As my goal for excelling in Google Ads optimizations has been and always be about how do we generate more bottom line profit for businesses. Because you as the business owner, you don't care about how many impressions your ads get or how many clicks your ads get or what your keyword quality score is or what your average CPC is. What you care about is those bottom line conversions. How much extra money is your business getting in its bank account because of your Google Ads campaign? So in this video, I'm going to share with you one of my most effective optimization strategies so that you can get more results in your Google Ads campaign. And by results, I mean conversions, sales, and inquiries. You know, the things that actually bring in more money to your business. If we haven't met yet, my name is Aaron Young and I'm your 15,000 hour Google Ads master. When it comes to successfully optimizing your Google Ads account in a way that actually increases your performance, you actually need a very clear strategy and an outline of what you need to optimize in your Google Ads account, but also when those optimize actions need to occur. And we're going to talk more about that later in the video, because before we get to that stage, you first need to understand the different types of optimizations in Google Ads. And if you stay around to the end of this video, I will actually give you free access to an amazing tool that I use, which helps me schedule out the exact Google Ads optimizations that I need to complete. Now let's get back to those two different types of optimizations in Google Ads. And the first type are manual optimizations. And these are the optimizations in Google that you complete by yourself. And then the second type are automatic optimizations, and these are the optimizations that occur in your account that Google completes for you without even letting you know. And these automatic optimizations especially occur when you're using smart bidding strategies such as target CPA, maximize conversions, and maximize conversion value. However, regardless of the campaign strategy you are using, Google will still complete some automatic optimizations on your behalf. And to achieve real success in Google Ads, these two types of optimizations need to actually work together, in that they need to be best friends helping each other every single day. Unfortunately, many people complete the wrong type of optimizations, or even worse, they complete too many optimizations, making your manual optimizations and Google's automatic optimizations go to war with each other. And in this war, there is only one loser, which is you and your poor performing Google Ads account. A good way to think of this is think about it when you complete any optimizations, such as adding in negative keywords, updating your ad copy, or adding in some new bid optimizations. The purpose of these manual optimizations is to help and assist Google's automatic optimizations. And the best way that your manual optimizations assist Google's automatic optimizations is it gives Google strong signals to stop certain tests before Google even starts them, because you know that they will be unsuccessful. A clear example of this is by adding in extra negative keywords. In your search term audit, if you see that Google is triggering your ads for search terms which you know that are not related to your product and you know that will not convert and lead to new business, the best action you can take is to add in some extra negative keywords. And this action of adding in those extra negative keywords sends a strong signal to stop going down the avenue of testing your ads versus those unrelated keywords. So in that example, your manual optimizations are telling Google the exact type of traffic that you want to focus on. So rather than Google spending more budget on those keywords and trying to learn whether they're going to be successful or not, by adding in those manual optimizations, you're stopping those tests before they even start so that Google can focus on other optimizations and other search traffic. So when you're optimizing your Google Ads account, it's not about just pressing random buttons like some madman hoping that something will work. You need to strategically look at your Google Ads account and figure out what parts of your account are currently working well so we can leave them alone for the time being, and what parts of your account are underperforming, and then you need to add in some extra manual optimizations to assist Google with its automatic optimizations. And this is where we come to one of my most effective optimization strategies in Google Ads, and that is to optimize your Google Ads account by ad groups. And the reason for this is because optimizing by ad groups gives you a very quick look of what is working well in your account and what ad groups are underperforming that you need to focus on straight away. Before we go through the process of how to optimize your Google Ads account by ad groups, could you do me a huge favor, and that is two things. One, could you like this video? And two, could you quickly subscribe to my channel? And this helps me to be able to keep creating free content like this. Thank you so much. Let's get back into the teaching. To go about optimizing your campaign by ad groups, you firstly want to go into your campaigns, and then into ad groups. And then this will bring up all of our individual ad groups. And then what I like to do is to filter it by cost. And the reason for that is because we want to be spending our time and focus on the current ad groups which are spending the most money. And then from there, we want to go over and check our cost per conversion or our conversion rate. And what we're looking at here is in this top row, we can actually see what the cost per conversion is for all of the selected ad groups. And because these are already ranked in the ad groups which are spending the most, we can then go through and actually focus on the top spending ad groups which have a higher cost per conversion than our other ad groups. And the benefit of following this process is that we're then focusing in our optimizations on ad groups where we're spending the most money, but that we also need to improve our conversion rates. So because we know that these are ad groups where we are spending a significant amount of money, we know that by adding in extra optimizations that are going to improve the performance of these ad groups are going to make big differences to our total account performance. Because while we do want all of our ad groups to be performing well, our main priority is to focus on those ad groups where we're seeing the highest amount of spending and the highest amount of clicks, because then optimizing those accounts are going to give us a higher amount of conversions. So in this instance, you can see that our average cost per conversion is actually $1.79, but our second highest spending ad group actually has a cost per conversion of $6.83. And then our third highest spending ad group actually has a cost per conversion of $4.10. So by focusing just on these two ad groups alone and getting their cost per conversion down to the account average of just under $2, we're going to be seeing a very fast increase in our Google Ads account. So the next step that we then do is that we open up these ad groups into new tabs just by pressing the right click button. And the reason for why I open these up in new tabs rather than navigating them to me individually, because that then allows me to go into these different tabs so then I can straight away go about the optimization process without having to jump back and forward into the Google Ads main campaign dashboard and then actually losing or forgetting which ad groups we want to focus on. Now that you've completed that important task of identifying the ad groups which we're going to focus our optimization actions on, we then just need to start going through our optimization process. And the first two optimization steps that I would be going through is going through and completing a search term audit. And a search term audit is easily completed by going into your keywords and then going into your search terms and going through the line by line list and look for any search terms which have triggered your ads but are not related to your product or your service. And then when we find those search terms, we just quickly select them and then press add new negative keywords. And then the second important optimization action is to actually go through and have a look at your different ads. So go into your ads, and what we're looking at here is, are there any ads which have a lower conversion rate and a higher cost per conversion rate, which are also taking up a fair percentage of the budget? And if you find that happen, you just simply pause the ad. And then what this simple action does is it actually allows for more budget to be spent on ads which are actually having a higher conversion rate and a lower cost per conversion. And then after you've completed those two simple actions of checking your keywords and your ad copies, you can then leave this ad group for 7 to 14 days. And then after that, come back and check those ad groups again to see if your cost per conversion has started to decrease. And then from there, it's just a matter of repeating this process until you get the performance of all of your ad groups down to that level where you're happy with the cost per conversion and that it's meeting your account averages. Remember at the start of this video where I said that I would give you access to a free tool that I use, which lets me know exactly what I need to optimize in my Google Ads account. Well, that free tool is my Google Ads optimization checklist. And this checklist is a list of optimization actions, and it's scheduled out so that you know exactly what you need to optimize in your Google Ads account every 72 hours, every week, every month, and every 90 days. And I've developed and refined this checklist over the last 15,000 hours and 12 years of optimizing Google Ads account. And by following the schedule in this checklist, it allows for those manual optimizations and those automatic optimizations to work together so that your Google Ads account can see the best results possible. And remember, by results, we mean the most money in your bank account. So to get your copy of the Google Ads optimization checklist, just follow the link in the description below. Now, if you want to learn more about how to optimize your Google Ads account and what 4 things you need to focus on, I want you to go through and watch this video right here. Or if you own a local business and you want to make sure that you've got the correct campaign set up so that you can target your local area, go through and watch this video right here. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on my next training video. See ya.